This is pages 146 and 147. Exercises 11.1 and 11.2. They're talking very similar stuff, so I'm going to combine them together. Exercise 11.1. I'll cover it. I do not agree with it, but I'll cover it. It's in the book. We'll talk about it. It's a little exercise you can do to try and get your brain accustomed to the feel of the fingers doing their thing on the keys. And all they're telling you to do is you pick a 5-finger position, and I suggest you use white keys only. And it could be any combination of white keys, it doesn't matter where it is. So just somewhere where it's comfortable. I got a big belly, so I'm going to come up here in the right hand. You got to do this with both hands, but you do it one hand at a time. What you're doing is you're resting the hand on the keyboard gently. You want to be as relaxed, everything, shoulders, arm, wrists, everything's relaxed. And then keep the fingers touching the keys, and you take one finger at a time, and you raise it up as high as it'll go. Some fingers higher than others, but here. And you leave it there, and leave the other fingers on the keys. Just leave it up there for a few seconds, and then you drop it and let the weight actually play the key. Don't worry about how loud or soft it is, just play it. And hold it down for a bit. The other fingers are just staying on the keys, they don't move. And then after a bit, you relax it, so you're back in your original. And I suggest you do this a few times with the same finger to get a handle on it, if you're going to do it. All you're doing is getting a feel for it, and you do it through all the fingers. Go up as high as it'll go, and after you've been there for a few seconds, drop it. But keep the other fingers on the keys. That's the kicker. And then after a bit, relax it, and then again, and then up. And then the next one, it won't go as high, the middle finger won't go as high. Do what you can, but keep the other fingers on the keys. Not that easy to do. It's up to you. As I said, I don't agree with this, but we'll do it. Fourth finger is the middle finger, or the ring finger. I know which finger it is, don't tell me. It doesn't go very high at all, but that's it. Do the best you can with it. And then the little fingers again. Do this on each of the hands, and that's what exercise 11.1 is about. I use the scales to cover this kind of thing, and I don't see any point in stretching the fingers out and doing this or whatever. But as I said, it's in the book, so we're going to cover it. I covered it. Exercise 11.2 is similar, except it's the other direction. And this way, you hold one note down here, and it could be you can start on any C, all right? They're starting on middle C. I'm going to come up here. It's more comfortable for me. It doesn't matter what C it is. So I'm going to hold the thumb down, and it's going to stay down as I play these other fingers. So it's like an anchor. What I'm doing is I'm still rotating. I'm still transferring the weight. I'm just holding one finger down. And then the next one is the second finger stays down, and you do it all again. And again, I'm rotating. I'm transferring the weight from finger to finger. I'm just holding one finger down. And I go through that whole thing. Now once you've done this in the right hand, the left hand stuff is on the next page, and you do it with the left hand. Again, I don't really necessarily know that I agree with this idea, but it is important as you're playing piano to be able to hold a note down while playing other notes. So maybe this is good for you. I will warn you that if you start having any kind of pain, any physical pain, stop. Piano playing should not be painful at all. It really shouldn't. There's something wrong if it is. I might need to see a doctor. But here, if you're using the weight distribution, you're not using finger muscles to do all the work. It's actually not that bad once you get the hang of it. So I would encourage you to, on this exercise 11.2, do that. As long as you don't get too tired. If you're starting to get tired, you're using too much finger muscles. You got to use weight distribution. Rotate your weight. Just transfer from one finger to the other. Don't try and do it with the finger muscles.